I'm sure there are several times you thought that you were in a relationship with the right person, only to find out that you indeed chose the wrong one. Here are some tips to help you know if that person you're dating or about to date is indeed the one for you or not. You have nothing in common. One sign that shows you that the person you're dating isn't right for you is that you both have little or nothing in common with each other. I don't mean activities or hobbies. I mean major life beliefs and principles. If your beliefs are very different from this person's own, then this person is not the one for you. While it's very beautiful to feel attracted to someone, you must ensure that attraction isn't the only thing you both have in common. If you are looking to settle for a long-term relationship or even marriage, then you must be logical. If both of you have different thoughts in life and have nothing in common, then this person isn't the one for you. If you both were meant to be, you should at least have some similar interests, knowledge, and activities in common. You should be compatible in intellectual things, and similar things should be able to stimulate both of you into having an interesting conversation. You should be able to communicate from random talks to very important life-changing decisions. If your beliefs and life values are very different from this person's own, it means you both will always have a hard time trying to compromise and finding a balance. You can easily avoid all the struggles that will come with trying to love and adapt to an entirely different person by looking for someone more similar to you. You must recognize that your beliefs, values, and principles will shape your life and define your future. However, if there's always a conflict of beliefs, then it will be hard to run the relationship successfully. 2. The person isn't nice or respectful towards you. You can know that someone isn't the one you ought to be with based on how they treat you and how they relate with you. If this person has shown you severally through their gestures or action towards you that they're unreliable and undependable, then such a person is not the one for you. For example, if you start seeing someone for a while and he gets sick, you should expect that such a person would be able to stand by your side for even a little while. Several things can depict a person's nice attitude toward you. If the person just doesn't show you through their gestures that they like you, then the person is not for you. Even if you and this person are arguing or having a quarrel, they should still maintain a level of respect for you. If you're with someone abusive with their words, then such a person is not the one for you. 3. The person isn't one to commit to a relationship or keeps telling you they're not ready for a commitment yet. Another sign that points out to you that someone isn't the one for you is that you've come to realize that the person isn't ready or willing to commit to a relationship. Everything else may seem to be fine between you two except that this person doesn't want to commit to you and keep telling you that they aren't ready for a commitment. It can be very painful to meet someone who seems perfect for you but doesn't want to be in a relationship at the moment. But note that if you were meant to be, you and this person should at least be in a similar phase of life and be ready to make a relationship work. If you go on with someone who doesn't want a commitment, you would be hurt because you can't make someone ready for something when they're not. The person is just not commitment material. Even if it appears that this person has all that you've ever wanted in a person, if they're not someone who knows how to commit to a person, they're not for you. A person who doesn't commit to people and/or relationships will only hurt you. They won't stick with you. If you're with someone like this, please consider your time with them. 4. There are too many warnings from your loved ones. One way you can know that the person you're with is not the one for you is that people around you seem to always disapprove and warn you of the danger of the relationship. If people close to you always warn you about this person, or they seem not to like your partner, then you may need to reevaluate your choice. You must recognize that when you're in love with someone, it can be very easy to lose logical sight. However, people around you can still tell rightly because their heads are in the right places. If most of your friends don't like your partner, if they're constantly telling you that you should be careful about how they treat you, then it's very likely that this person is not the one for you. If you and someone have been together for a while, and you keep breaking up and coming back together in a vicious cycle that has caused your friends and ones to keep warning you, then this person is not for you. You just realize that you both broke up with this person for an important reason. Coming back together isn't very logical, and having this as a pattern might just mean you both are attached unhealthily and unable to let go. If your friends and loved ones have told you that this person is not healthy for you, then it's time you recognize that the person is not the one for you. 5. This person quarrels with you too much and too often. If you are always fighting with this person, then you should take another thought before you continue further with them. Think about it. If the person is the one for you, why do you have to fight every time? Are you planning to build a future with a fighter? What plans do you have to help settle all the future fights that would come your way because of the many differences between you two? While it's normal that a couple would fight every once in a while, there should be more good days than bad times. Arguing can be good sometimes. It can indicate that you both love each other and that both of you are open to each other enough to express yourselves without being afraid that you would lose each other. However, if you and this person fight every time and quarrel very constantly, then something is wrong somewhere. You may be fighting about religion, children, politics, career, and money spending issues. The point is, if you're always fighting, you most likely aren't at peace most of the time. A long-term relationship is meant to raise you, lift you, and make grow, not to be filled with constant sources of pain or exhaustion. The fact that you both quarrel a lot is unhealthy, and it reveals that you both have different views and different personalities. This is a sign that the person isn't for you. If this person constantly always picks a fight with you and isn't ready or trying to change their behavior, then they're not the one for you. Relating with someone would surely have its issues. However, a relationship should be a source of joy, peace, and uplift. If in relating with this person you're always arguing and you both always have issues with solving disagreements, then this person is not the one for you. It's natural to fight for a relationship. However, it's profitable for you to understand if the relationship is worth fighting for or not. If your relationship always leaves you feeling exhausted and apprehended, if you feel a lack of peace every time, then this person is not the one for you. If your relationship is the biggest source of pain and discomfort, then you're not meant to be with this person. 6. The person always belittles you. Another sign that shows you that a person isn't for you is their attitude. If this person is someone who takes extreme pride in themselves and always makes you feel like they're better than you, then this person is not the one for you. You shouldn't always be reminded of your flaws or weaknesses when you're with someone you esteem dear to you. In a relationship, you should feel safe and loved. You should appreciate your partner and love them. However, you shouldn't feel inferior to them. If you're in a situation where your partner rubs it in your face that you should feel grateful that they chose you, then that person is not the one for you. If you feel you don't measure up to your partner's standard and that you have to keep them because they're so exquisitely worth it, then they're not the one for you. If you're in the right relationship, your partner won't treat you as though you should be grateful that you got lucky for them choosing you. They should love you for your true self. Are any of these signs present with the person you're going out with at the moment? You must take good use of this knowledge and know when it's best to let go of a person. While it's beautiful to fight for a relationship, you must recognize that a relationship that isn't worth fighting for is to be ended.